Hey people, it's the Pilgrim and welcome to the Dino Factory. This is your egg farm, kibble production, armour and weapons. There's like forges and everything in there as well. It's a dino pen, basically everything you're going to need in one place. There's the cards for it. It's on a big ice lake on Ragnarok. There's plenty of room. I could have built a place even bigger if I wanted to. What I'll do is I'll go around Rag and find all the decent largest flat spots and probably make a video about it or something. I'll go and have a run around inside the place, just show you how I've got everything set up. It's just like really convenient, all in one spot. There we go, it's big enough to get your Brontos inside and the rock elementals. Even T-Rex and Utis look small in here. There's a bunch of quets on the right hand side. Basically I've just gathered all the animals you need. You can get eggs out of pretty much, and yeah, put them all in one spot. It is basically a PvE structure. It gives you so much stuff, you know, production goes right up. Oh yeah, if you don't know, 99% of people will know this, but if you get the Oviraptor, stick him full of rocks and put him on Wander. Once they're on Wander, they give off the egg buff, and basically it just boosts the egg laying of all the other creatures, and you'll get that little flashing egg icon over all your dinosaurs. I've got 6 Oviraptors in the whole place, so it sort of covers everything. But yeah, like I was saying, great because it gives you like tons of eggs. You've got fertilizer and all different things to trade, and you just end up stocked up on everything. So if you come across any like decent tames that are out there, your high level ones and stuff, you can just sort of go and grab them straight away. You don't have to worry about asking for eggs or, you know, running around after other people. You spend a few hours just, you know, doing something in the base and just collecting eggs as you're going around, and you'll end up with loads. It's great. Basically what I do, I usually grab 1 male and 4 or 5 females, and that gives you, you know, decent turnover. And what you can do later on, usually what I do when I'm starting off, I go out and just grab a load of really low level dinosaurs and just stick them in here and get the eggs turning over before I start going out and taming decent ones. But as you sort of progress, so you can start replacing the lower level dinosaurs with your higher level tames and the new ones that are being born. Then you've got your egg production, and you can also mate them, and you've got fertilized eggs to trade as well. Those 3 wolves are just hanging about outside, all in the same pack, but the colours are really good, so I tamed them. Right, up on this platform I've got the farm set up, so just fertilizer and extra seeds nearby. I've got the dung beetles there, the scarabs, producing fertilizer. You just stick them on Wander, and you've got plenty of manure and stuff, you know, dung, whatever you want to call it, to feed them on. And what I did here, I put the metal water pipes actually into the ground, and the taps just sticking straight up into the flower beds. But you can see there it's got like 300% greenhouse effect on this build. Then you've got jerky production, plenty of fridges to keep all the eggs and stuff in, and the weight of eggs is usually like a bit of an issue sometimes if you want to make a ton of kibble at once, or just put them like right next to the cooker. And you've got everything here to get your kibble production up and running. This poison weaving, about 2 years ago I had a black and yellow one. It's just awesome, and I got that colour again. It's like just one of the best looking ones I've had. Then I've got a few lifts dotted about the place so you can get around a bit easier. So you made the platforms big enough to get like the biggest flyers on there. These areas you can use for like landing flyers on, or, you know, whatever you want. I mean, you can design the actual platform sections however you like. There's tons of room in here. Up here I've got a bit of a living quarters and bunk beds and stuff for respawning. Hatch frames in the roof so you can fly straight in, or you can land up there. I've not got many mammals in here, but when I've built like 2 or 3 of these bases this big on when I played on PvE servers in the past, and I just use it as my single base, and like everything's in there. This is a flight deck. It's open on the left hand side. There's a big part where you can just fly in. So you got like a hangar. Got all my arges up here. Like it's big enough to fit a Quetzal inside. And dotted fireplaces and just places to chill out all over the place. You got like people coming to trade with you and stuff like that, and everyone's always got really decent fur. So just having a few fires dotted around somewhere to warm up's good. Another hatch frame so you can get into the main base there. Two small towers on the build, just connected to the sides. This one I put a lift in so you can like get straight up to the roof. It brings you down to where the production is. I think all in all this one's about 1200, 1200 foundations. The biggest one I ever made was 2250. That was on like a bit of a plateau on Ragnarok, just near the little ruined fort. But yeah, what I'll do, I'll have a fly around, find all the big flat spots and make a video like top 10 base locations or something like that. So yeah, got all the production round there. Smithies on one side with a load of vaults to keep everything in. I've got the forges and everything set up, chem benches, and a grinder at the back as well. Scorpions, you need them eggs to tame decent Rexes. There's plenty of room in here to sort of do your breeding and stuff as well, and like over there I had the air conditioners. Just go and have a quick look in the stables. There's like a bit of a courtyard I built. If you're trading, you just get people to land in there and bring stuff out to them. Just built a small stables for the horses. And then in the back here, there's a Japanese sort of art player called Takibana, and I've been following him on Twitter. And he built this bathroom on one of his builds. He's got this sea restaurant. It's pretty cool. So I sort of borrowed his idea for this. I'll stick a link in the description to his Twitter feed. He's got some pretty decent builds. He plays No Man's Sky and some other stuff as well. Yeah, so I think that's about it for the tour, to be honest. Covered everything. Got to see like the size of the place. This is the courtyard I said, where you can just get people to land. I used to, like I said, I used to build these bases now and again, and it's sort of what got me into building, because people on the server would come over and just be like totally blown away by the size of the place and everything I'd got set up. And yeah, so that's sort of what sort of sparked me interest in it. There we have it, the Dino Factory. Built, no mods, no clip, official settings, all that sort of stuff. If you're out sort of farming for things, if you're on a boosted server, it won't be that hard getting the materials together. I'll put a materials list in the description. I've counted everything up. If you're on official, not so easy I suppose, but if you take like Doedicarus, Ankies, Beaver, maybe Paracetherium to carry some weight when you're building the walls, take a rock elemental with you as well. You can store everything on him, and he's good for smashing rocks while you're riding around. Then you can sort of get all the materials together and build the walls and things while you're out farming, and store them inside the Paracetherium, and then everything's there in one spot when you get back. If this is the first video of mine you've seen, go and check out the rest of the channel. There's tons of no modded builds on there, good for console, and a bunch of PC modded stuff as well. Right, we can get on with the build. It's all done on screenshots with all the sizes like printed over it, so it should be easy enough to follow. Right, have fun building, guys. If you've got any questions about it, just leave us a comment. I've got a Discord channel up as well to check out now and again, so you can go on there. Right, I'll catch you later. Right, and that should be your base done. Main structure all finished. All you've got to do now is fill it with dinos and get the place kitted out. One thing I would suggest is putting every single dinosaur on ignore group whistles. Just go around and do it once you've got them all in place. I don't know if you've ever done it in a big base before. You hit whistle all and all hell breaks loose. I've done it a few times. But yeah, that's what you're going to end up dealing with. So make sure you put them on that whistle, on that ignore whistles. Right, like I said earlier, I've got a Discord channel up, so if anyone does get around to building something like this, it'd be great to see some pictures. What else have we got? Oh yeah, also I've just hit 988 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So if anyone, you know, jumps on there and checks out the rest of the builds and stuff, and you like what you see, yeah, drop us a sub, like, subscribe, what else, notification button, all that sort of stuff. Really appreciate it. Right, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.